Another Emergenetics education story that I think is an important one to share would be one specific to behaviors, because I really believe and have found in our own work with our own teachers that those behaviors are something that we're constantly recognizing in the classroom, but knowing how it impacts their learning and addressing how it impacts their learning is an important piece of their delivery and instruction for students. So specifically, we had a student who was in the third of expressiveness, third of assertiveness as well, but he needed the opportunity to talk, and in his particular classroom, they were encouraged to have a silent classroom. It was to remain silent when they came into the classroom, tiptoe up to the front, tiptoe back to your seats, whatever it might be as far as the interactions in the classroom. We had the opportunity to teach his teacher about the STEP theory, student-teacher Emergenetics program theory, and how that ties into the Emergenetics tool. And this teacher was really aware of the fact that he was requesting a third expressive classroom when he had students in his classroom that were third expressive and needed a different approach. So this one particular student, he came to mind immediately for this teacher. The very next day, after we taught this teacher about all the thinking and behavioral preferences, this teacher went up to the student and said, "Hey, I recognize you need to have an opportunity to talk. So what we're going to do today is I'm going to give you 5 minutes before you take your assessment to just talk. Turn to a neighbor, talk it out. I'd love it if you talked about what the assessment was going to be about, but go ahead, 5 minutes to talk. Now what I need from you is then focused work during your assessment, and then once the assessment is complete and the class is complete, I'll give you another 5 minutes to turn to a friend and talk. And again, I would love it if you talked about the assessment that you just took, but if not, you have 5 minutes to discuss." I see the teacher and he says to me, "This tool is amazing." So, "Well, tell me more," he says, "because I did this with this particular student. This particular student has never scored higher than a 70% on an assessment. Today, he scored 100%. He did not miss a single question. And I believe it was because he knew he could flex his energy. I gave him the opportunity to gain his energy, his confidence in himself in the way he needed to talk, and then he flexed it for me during the assessment and then had an opportunity to do it again." So it works. We leveraged his preferences to maximize what he could do in the classroom.